I just got my monthly clothing subscription delivery from Stitch Fix, and I rejected most of what was in my preview. So this should be kind of an interesting and fun box to go through. Hi, my name is Lisa, and if you're new here, I started this channel after losing over 60 pounds, and I'm enjoying life in my new size, a size I've never been in since I've been an adult. And one of the things I've really been enjoying is discovering fashion and using clothing subscription services like Stitch Fix. And I've had a really good time with Stitch Fix over the last year and a half. So I'm just going to dig into this, and while I'm digging into it, I'm going to tell you all about Stitch Fix. If you're new to Stitch Fix, hard to believe, I think most people have heard of Stitch Fix. Or if you're just coming back after you haven't really checked out Stitch Fix for a while, lots of things have changed for the better. And I think everybody who uses Stitch Fix on a regular basis is generally pretty happy with it. And before I take all this fun stuff out, I always like to share with you what I am wearing from Stitch Fix. And so today what I'm wearing from Stitch Fix is a t-shirt that I just got on Freestyle. Kind of love this t-shirt. And then these are my new favorite jeans. They're actually from a brand called Bayeas. They didn't come from Stitch Fix this time. And I'm wearing some vintage shoes from Ed Hardy. And speaking of Ed Hardy, if you've heard of Ed Hardy, if you haven't heard of Ed Hardy, tell me in the comments. Ed Hardy was so big in the 2000s, and I actually bought these shoes back then, and I just kind of hung on to them. And now I'm seeing Ed Hardy for sale in the mall for teenagers. I don't think it was Spencer's Gifts, but it was that other one. I can't remember the name of it. Anyway, and then a jeans jacket from White House Black Market from last year. So this is just kind of what I threw together today, but yes, Freestyle. And if you haven't done Stitch Fix for a while, they do now have a shopping experience that is constantly having sales, has a ton of variety, a ton of brands. It's just so much fun shopping on Freestyle, and also having a stylist get you outside your comfort zone and hand picking things for you. Now, I've heard a lot of talk that AI is doing your preview. I was going to call Stitch Fix and confirm whether that was true or not, and I haven't done that. They do also have a new part of their service where you have an online stylist, and before Christmas, I was talking to my online stylist quite a bit, so I may hit her up. They're there to help you find certain things and give you styling suggestions, but she's been very cool to talk to me about a few little things beyond that, so I may hit her up and ask if the preview is AI generated. At any rate, I'm feeling like when I'm not selecting everything out of my preview, what gets in there next is directly from my stylist. And I have been working with a new stylist, so let's see what she says. I'm going to pull out her notes here. Then I'll show you what's in this box. I'm going to try everything on. I will go over the sizes, the brands, and the prices, and we'll wear things as much as possible as she suggested. And it looks like I've got Laura. Laura was my stylist my last couple of boxes. I had another stylist for a long time, and she's on leave or somewhere. Maybe she's on a great vacation. So it's been great working with this new stylist. So she says, welcome to your 33rd fix. Wow, that's crazy, 33 fixes. That's a happy customer. You know you like Stitch Fix if you're still doing them after 33 boxes. She says, can I just say I've enjoyed watching your videos on YouTube and reviewing the pieces. That's awesome. I'm sorry that some of the pieces had a few misfortunes, such as the studs falling off the boots. Yeah, my last box, unfortunately, I got some product that I wasn't able to exchange them, so that was kind of a bummer. She says, I'm hoping these cognac, violet, and red ones will be a fun new addition to your wardrobe. Well, that's super considerate. So she's noticed what didn't work out from my last box, and she's trying to get me in the same sort of thing. Okay, she's going into a lot of detail about the different things, so I don't want to steal our thunder here and talk about these things before I pull them out. So let me just rip into the box and we'll pull everything out and look at it. So let me just get everything out of the box first so we can look at it together. Obviously I'll see the brands as I pull them out, but when I try them on is when I'm going to go over the sizing and the prices. So let's crack into the first bundle. In this box, I see this bundle, I see jewelry, and I see shoes. So this is a variety of things. I'm pretty excited about that. I see jeans, I see something that looks black. Oh, I think that's a shirt. And then I see a sweater and possibly another sweater. So let's take these out. I'm just going to take the paper out fast. Okay, we're in a crinkle-free zone here, so let me just jump into this. So we have here some jeans, and these are looking like skinny jeans. Are skinny jeans coming back in? Woo, these are definitely skinny jeans. The brand is Poppy and Grace. The size is 27, and here we go. I have some embellishments around the pocket. So these were in my preview, and I just went ahead and kept them just for kicks and giggles. I thought it would be fun to see how I felt about the embroidery around the pockets. That is a particular style. It's never been in or out. It's just something you wear if you love it. And I have a red cardigan. I don't know. I think it might look really cute with this. Skinny jeans. An amazing stylist YouTuber that I listen to, and her angle is talking about style from facts and science. I will put her name up here, and she did 2 really good videos analyzing style trends going into this year. Not specific clothes, but just trends based on socioeconomic type of factors. And one of the really interesting things she said that if you've watched my channel, you know it really resonated with me is after major weight loss, a lot of women are not wanting to wear super baggy, oversized clothes. Yet, I'm also hearing that skinny jeans are never coming back in. So I think slim straight is coming back in. However, why couldn't I wear these with some boots? Okay, let's keep going. Next, we have another pair of jeans, and these are Democracy size 4. And does it say the style they are? I can't read it. And these are a nice light gray wash. And I see we have something going on down here. Oh, interesting. Let me hold this up to the camera because you're not going to be able to see it after I try it on. They're little, I don't know what you call them, little beads, beading. That's really interesting. I'm not sure this fits my personal style, but I have to say they're kind of cool. Okay, let's keep going. And then I do remember this from the preview, and I really couldn't tell from the photo how these sleeves were actually going to be. This is a Henley style shirt, and I have to tell you, when I started this channel, I didn't know what dolman meant. I didn't know what Henley meant. I didn't know all of these terms. I didn't know any of them. I would just go to Target and buy a giant shirt, or I would go to a thrift store. So these are really kind of cool. Check these out. They're kind of sheer and embroidered at the same time, and it's a Henley style. Henley style is not something that I generally have resonated with. There's definitely nothing wrong with it. And I probably just need to have one in my wardrobe. So I'm kind of excited to try this on. I wonder how she wants me to wear this. So yeah. Oh, I see. And it's kind of ribbed too on the back. Look at that. Liking that. Not my usual thing. So I'm going to be excited to get into it and see how I feel about it. And then next up we have, oh, this is cool. I did keep this from my preview. This is Bobo, B-O-B-E-A-U. Just a cool sweatshirt with a stripe on it. I'm liking that. And I don't have enough navy. I don't wear enough navy. I do have some really nice navy Ponte pants that I bought last year that I haven't worn yet. These are, I wonder if she wants these to go with this. That should be interesting. This isn't exactly a sweatshirt fab material. You can see here it's got a little bit of texture to it. It's not as thick as a sweatshirt. It's very interesting. So I will peek at what the fabric composition is and let you know when I try that on. Okay, next up we have a fun sweater. I've said before browns, and I guess this would be a tan, not a brown, and icy blue is going to continue to be a popular color going into the spring and summer. And yeah, this is nice. I like it. Let's hang this straight so you can kind of get a good look at what it looks like on the hanger. The next one is Pale Sky, and this is exciting. So this is a new popular style I have seen everywhere. And as I am putting this guy on a hanger, it is heavy. It is like a coat. So it is the sweater on denim illusion. So it almost looks like you have a gray sweater over a denim shirt, but this is very heavy. It almost feels like a coat. And this is a size small, and it looks like not oversized, but just a nice roomy size small. Okay, we also have jewelry here. So I've unpacked 6 things. And so this would be item number 7. Oh, these are nice. I wonder if these will feel too long. I'm definitely short on just standard everyday wear silver earrings. Kind of like how dangly these are. So we'll have to put those very close to my ear or try them on if I think I'm going to keep them. And then last up, this must be the pair of boots that she selected so thoughtfully, because the boots that I had in my last box were unfortunately not working. They were damaged. Ooh, these are interesting. What are these? Violet and red, size 8. They're kind of a block heel, But I will tell you, they definitely smell like suede. That's kind of a longer toe than I'm accustomed to. I've got a few, I did get a pair of boots from a Stitch Fix about 6 months ago, and it was a Vince Camuto shoe, and it just had a super long toe, and I just haven't seen that styled anywhere where it really resonated with me, or styled anywhere at all. So I'm kind of wondering how that would look with these jeans, maybe, and the sweater. So let me hop into this as the first thing. I'm going to try that on. I'll check her styling notes, and we'll go over any of the composition, like fabric, what these are made out of. First off, let's talk about the 41 Hawthorne earrings. They are very cute. I like them. They're a little long. Right now my hair is long for me, so once I get back into my regular hair length, I'm not sure that I would wear them so much, especially for the price point of $49. So I'm not going to actually put them in my ear. I have to think about it. And the reason that I even consider them is because with Stitch Fix, if you keep 5 items, you get a discount. As a new customer, you would get a 20% discount. And that kind of helps offset the cost of buying a lot of clothes. Say you've lost weight and you need to buy a lot of clothes like I did. I had nothing in my new size. And these items are not last year's fashions or things that were available last year. They are hot off the hangers, I like to call it. Next up, the sweater that I have on is the Market and Spruce sweater, size small, $88, and it is 100% cotton. I have it over the other shirt that I was wearing, and we'll talk a little bit about why that is. And then the boots. The boots are strapped together. So what is the brand of these? These are violet and red, and they are $119, and they're super cute. I mean, I think they look cool. I just am not vibing on the heel. I don't know what it is with me, and when the heel comes straight off the back like that, it's kind of that skinny block heel. Very, very trendy looking, but for some reason I just can't wrap my head around that. And then the sweater has a weird divot here. So when I looked at the knitting on it, I don't think, it's not snagged. I think something in the box was just poking it, and so it has a divot here. So if I decide I want to keep this sweater, I will steam it a bit and see if I can get rid of this divot. Otherwise, I'll just exchange it for the same thing. I don't think I would want to exchange it for another size. So with Stitch Fix, you can exchange for different sizes, or if the thing you received is the wrong size or damaged, and they have an exchange available, you can do that. Let me hop into the next thing and we'll go over her stylist notes. Just want to give you another close look at the violet and red boots with the studs on them, and then they have that particular kind of heel profile. And the fact that they are kind of elongated, once I got them on, didn't bother me. I thought it looked kind of good. Of course, I like cowboy boots too, so it's probably the cowboy girl in me that appreciates the toe here, but they were a little tight on the front of my foot, so I know I'm not keeping these, but I thought I'd show them to you in case they were of interest. So next up, I'm in the Bobo denim insert top, and this is $59, which I think is a great price for this, which is a very trendy thing right now, and I've seen out there in the fashion world at a higher price. So let me back up and show it to you a little bit more. I would be tempted to button it all the way up. So there's definitely different ways that you can wear this. I have the t-shirt on under it still. I think I would have a white t-shirt on maybe. This is also very in to have a zipper to come up here or to leave the last 2 buttons open, which is fine with me. And it is nice and heavy and warm. So it's kind of cool in my house today, and this is like the perfect temperature of a garment to wear inside. So her official styling notes recommended wearing this with these gray jeans. I have on blue jeans, so let's see how gray jeans kind of change the look of the whole thing. We are back with the Democracy Absolution size for 17.5-inch inseam. That seems wrong. I wonder if 17.5 is the rise. They're like a mid-rise. 27-inch inseam, because it said 27, 17.5 on the stylist notes here. But anyway, here they are with this top. I'm not sure once we have this on in person that it really goes together. It might look good in pictures going together, and the scallop hem on the bottom of a pant is just not something I would ever go for. It's just not in my personal style vocabulary. So she also recommended trying these jeans on with this top. So I think I'm gonna just rebel and put this on with the jeans that I have on, so I can envision wearing it as I actually would if I was gonna keep it. We definitely have a variety of styles in this box. So I am now in the black. Design History is the brand, and the name of the shirt is the Chrissy Mixed Media Embroidered Shirt. And let's look at the price, $59. So 20% off of that would be about $11, $12. So it would make it $47 instead of $59. So not too bad. It is very cute. I like it with these jeans, my Bayeas jeans. And I'll put a link to these jeans and to Stitch Fix in my description box. And if you're interested in trying Stitch Fix, you do get a $25 perk for using my referral code. So it would be a credit towards your first box, and I'll put that information in my pinned comment. So I'm surprised how much I like this shirt. I was wondering if it would be one of those cases. The sleeves are just really pretty and unique. They look very high end, actually, if you ask me. The quality of this is really nice. It is a little snug on me though. And I think if I went up to a size medium, then it just wouldn't be a fitted Henley shirt anymore. So I think, unfortunately, sometimes I have to get in a medium on top, because when I lost weight, I didn't lose weight up here. And I tend to be a little broad-shouldered, so I struggle with small versus medium on the top sometimes. So I'll have to think about this one. Maybe I'll stretch out a little bit. Okay, let's get into the last outfit. This one is going to be very interesting, the jeans with the embroidery. Next up, I am in the Bobo Can't Wait side sleeve inset top. Color is navy, size small, $59 before discounts. Side inset. I think it's really cool. This is really cool on stretch pants right now, and I'm starting to see matching sets. Now, you're never gonna see me in a matching set, ever, but I wouldn't mind having half of a set if I think it looks cool. And now I'm also in the Poppy and Grace Luda skinny jean with embroidery in red, and the wash color of the denim is indigo. It's a dark wash, size 4, and these are $49. Now, I wonder if they had these left over from a time gone by. So I'm in skinny jeans. I got them on. I haven't worn skinny jeans for about 8 months. After I got to a size 4 in April of 2024, I started buying skinny jeans because I could never wear them, and it was right when they went out of style. So I have like a whole stack of skinny jeans, which I've actually hardly ever worn. But maybe the day will come back. These ones I kind of like. I'm keeping in suspense because I tried to style them, because the red embroidery on the hips, I kind of like. I like where it falls. I don't think it necessarily goes with this top. You know, maybe a little, I messed with this. Like, this covers the embroidery, and then you're just wearing skinny jeans, a front tuck here. These are not a high waist, but they're not a mid-rise, or just a little bit above a mid-rise. Then this is just kind of battling it out with that. So I think this doesn't really go with this, but I went ahead and tried to figure out how I could wear these. So I got out some red cowboy boots, and I don't think it's working. I think one way this could possibly work, if you can imagine it, is a cute cotton puffy sleeve white top. Might look good with this, but I'm still feeling pretty self-conscious about this vibrant red of a boot contrasting with this dark denim. I have an idea. I'm not giving up on these jeans. I'm going to pull something out of my last Stitch Fix box and try one more thing. I am back, and we have gone through every outfit in this box. However, I am throwing in a bonus outfit because I want to try to style these skinny jeans with the red embroidery with something that I got in my last Stitch Fix box, which is this really cute horse sweater. So let me back up and show you how I have invented a new tuck and put these with some brown cowboy boots I have that are perfect with this sweater. If you saw my last Stitch Fix video, and I'll put it at the end, I was just so perplexed as to why I was being sent this sweater. And when I got it, I fell totally in love with it, and I'm still in love with it, and I'm looking for the soonest opportunity to wear it. I haven't worn it yet. I'll put that video at the end of this video if you want to check it out. Goes great with these boots. I haven't had a chance to play with these boots and this sweater yet, and I love the little pop of red with these jeans. So what I was saying in my last Stitch Fix video when I got this sweater is that this kind of reminds me of horses, obviously, riding horses, and if you're wearing horse riding pants, they tend to be kind of like skinny jeans. Some of them are kind of puffy on top and then they get skinny, but skinny jeans with a big sweater like this with a horse on it just reminds me of what you would wear to ride a horse. And then of course the cowboy boots too. I hope that makes sense. So I could wear this untucked, but really I would want to just give this some kind of tuck to show off at least one of the pockets. As I'm wearing these, I really like the high waist on them. I don't really love the way that they look on my rear end, but I would have a sweater like this covering half of it. So I think I found a way to wear these jeans. Now I just have to figure out if I would wear them often enough. Let's go through everything in this box and I will tell you what I'm keeping and not keeping. So 8 items in this box, and if you're new to Stitch Fix these days, it's a $20 styling fee. That's a deposit towards anything that you keep. Mailing to you is free, and mailing back what you don't love is also free, so that's awesome. If you don't want anything from your box, you risk losing your $20 styling fee. That's only happened to me a few times, and both times I have been offered a quick turn box for the same styling fee. So I'm wondering if I'll get offered that for this box. Spoiler alert, there's 1 or 2 things I like, but for the most part, I don't think I want to keep everything from this box, or even 5 out of the 8 things that were sent. So the boots, I went over those already. The fit was a little tight around the ball on my foot area, and the earrings, $49 for an earring that I wouldn't wear that much when my hair is its normal length, so I'm thinking no on those. These jeans here with a scallop bottom, definitely a no. I'm just not into the scallop bottom. This I do really like. I thought this looked good on me, but it felt a little bit tight, so I was a little concerned about that. This crew neck sweater, I love this sweater. It is 100% cotton, but it does have kind of a weird divot in it. You can see it there. It's nothing to do with the knitting, but I don't want to steam it out and risk hurting it and then it still have the divot. So I think the safe thing to do is to send it back. And then this I do love. This is definitely it's having its moment, this style of sweater on denim kind of thingy. And I thought it looked good and it was soft and comfortable. So I would jump into the moment on this one. So this is a potential keep. And then this, by the way, is 66% polyester, 30-something% rayon, and then 5% spandex. And something about it, I just have a feeling my husband would ask me if I was taking up race car driving or something if I kept this. I don't know. So I don't know. I think if it was on sale and it was a really, really, really good price, I would have it just as a fun shirt to have around. But for this box, I'm thinking the right thing to do would maybe be to send everything back. As much as I think these jeans are cool and I have them styled in a way that I would love to wear out, I don't think I would end up wearing them that much. So if I send everything back, I hope I get a quick turn offer. I wonder if I check out and get to that point and I don't get the offer if I can back up. So we'll see. I will let you know what I did in the pinned comments. Thank you so much for joining me while I went through this Stitch Fix box. If you haven't hit that notification bell, go ahead and hit it. Next time you log on to YouTube, you'll be notified if I've done another video. And I generally do one every Wednesday and every Saturday. And I do a range of videos. I have a couple videos coming up where I'm just going to talk about styling. It's not going to be about a brand or a box, but just doing a certain kind of style. So I have 2 of those in mind that I'm working on. And other than that, I'll do hauls like from Walmart all the way up to brands that come from like Neiman Marcus and Bloomingdale's. Thanks once again, and I hope to see you next time.